short stories, treasure trove. The first one is from the prose Chief Seattle. The first extract is from the chapter Chief Seattle. So the extract, it is the order of nature and regret is useless. Your time of decay may be distant, but it will surely come. For even the white man whose God walked and talked with him as friend to friend cannot be exempt from the common destiny. We will ponder your proposition, and when we decide, we will let you know. It's a very easy chapter. I do not know why children have this mental block. Let's have a look at the questions. What was the proposition made by the white chief? He offered to buy the land and in return give the natives a reservation, a reserved area where they could live. On what condition would the natives accept the proposition? On the condition that they should be allowed to visit the graves or the tombs of their loved ones or their ancestors. What path of action was pursued by Chief Seattle? The answer to this lies in the introduction, which is given in a box at the beginning of the chapter. You will write, Chief Seattle pursued the path of accommodation and reconciliation. Next question. Who was Chief Seattle? A direct question. He was a Red Indian chief, or he was the leader of a Red Indian tribe. He belonged to the Suquamish tribe. You could write a direct answer. In a speech, what does Seattle compare his words to? He compares his words to the stars because they never change, not to the sky. With what certainty can the great chief rely upon the words of Seattle? With the same certainty as you could rely upon the returning of the sun or the change of seasons. Later in his speech, why does Seattle use the imagery of a wounded doe? So, a doe is a female deer. So when a female deer or a doe is wounded and she knows that the hunter is approaching, she gets ready to meet her doom stolidly without betraying any emotions. Likewise, the Red Indians, they are doomed. Their fell destroyer, the whites, they are approaching. They can't do anything about it. So the imagery of the wounded doe is used to show the helplessness of the Red Indians. Who were the ancient enemies of Chief Seattle's tribe? The Haidas and the Tsimshians. Get the spelling right. What is the difference between the religion of the red man and his pale-faced brothers? So, the religion of the red man, there's actually a term for it, animism, where they believe that everything is sacred, whether it is the land, the sea, the rocks, the soil, the tree, everything is holy for them, everything is sacred for them, everything is hallowed for them. While the pale-faced brothers or the whites, they have a form of institutionalized religion which is called as Christianity. So on the one hand, the Red Indians or the Native Americans, they have a religion which comprises of the visions of their sachems, the traditions that have been handed down, the dreams of their ancestors. That has been compiled to make their religion. While the whites, while the pale-faced brothers, they follow an institutionalized form of religion, or they follow Christianity, where the laws are written on tablets of stone by the iron finger of God. Why does the dust respond lovingly to the footsteps of the red man? The line, the dust responds lovingly to the footsteps of the red man because it is rich with the blood of their ancestors. How do the dead of the natives show their love for their land? So the dead, the spirits of the dead, they keep haunting the place, the land of their nativity. They show love for their land. They come back to guide, to console, to comfort. What beautiful things of the world do the dead still love? So there is that beautiful line, you have to write that. Sequestered vales, verdant valleys, murmuring rivers, the lakes, the bays, okay? Why does Seattle want his people to be dealt with kindness? They believe that death is just a change of world. The dead are not powerless, and hence he warns the whites that treat my people kindly because the dead are not powerless. So with this, we end the extract on Chief Seattle.